You know what it is. We ain't wasting no time. Go ahead and do these 3 things. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go. It's Birdman Jenkins. Out here in the country. I'm at my mama and daddy house. We ain't gonna show you too much of what's going on. Just a little bit. Just show them a little bit. Let them see. You know what I'm saying? Saw a couple other old school cars. A 57 Chevy over there. 66 2+2 that belong to my daddy. But this is why I'm out here. All right. So I have, and I've been had for years now, a 1969 Dodge Superbee. Go ahead and talk junk. Go ahead and run your mouth. Go ahead and say, oh, look at it. It's in the woods. He don't care nothing about it. Man, if he really cared about that car, he'll have it in the building. Go ahead and get all that out your system. I know a lot of y'all want to run your mouth and talk junk, say whatever. I don't care. Go ahead and speak, whatnot. But I had showed this car one time before when an individual, which I will end up showing y'all, some individual out here or somewhere who knew that this car was in the cut, came and stole my rally dash cluster out of my dashboard, and I was highly upset. I was gonna take the dashboard out of this car and put it in my car, General Leroy, but then I decided just to keep the regular dash. But still, I had came out here one day and noticed that my cluster was gone, and I was not pleased at all. Like, look, if you want something, man, just ask. I may sell it to you. You ain't got to come out here and steal it. And then here it is. You got people who want to claim that I done stole my car. I ain't steal nothing. I got my stuff the right way. But yet somebody want to come out here and steal something that belonged to me. Like, man, why? But anyway, yeah, so this will be sitting off in the cut. Unless you just really nosy, you're not going to see it. But the reason why I ended up getting this car, I had bought this car for $500 from the same guy whom I got my Roadrunner from. The Roadrunner was in Atlanta, Georgia. But this car just so happened to be where I'm from in Waycross, sitting at a house. The reason why it was sitting over there is because, let's walk around. Let me show you something. All right. Yeah. All right, so yeah, a little bad. But the reason why it was over there is because I can't remember whether the man told me it was his brother or cousin or something who owned this car. So I had a 440 and 727 torque flight transmission in it. So at the time I was like 18, 19 years old. I was looking at the car then. The car really looked the same as it did then. It might be a little more mildew, but it looked the same. Like, trust me. And of course, there wasn't no trees that crowed through it. All right, but I'm looking at the body. I'm like, it needs a lot, whatever. So I'm thinking about my Roadrunner at the time, and I really just wanted the motor transmission. So I bought the whole body, $500 for the motor transmission. Me and Workaholic at the time, we had ended up taking the motor transmission out of this car. So the transmission is, I ain't even gonna tell you, I still got the transmission. But the engine, my car already had a 440 in it, but it come out of 75 truck. It was a 75 year model engine. Well, the engine that came out of this is 440. Obviously it wasn't stock, but it's a 69 440 HP. So it was a high performance 440 that came out of maybe a GTX or a Cornet RT or something. So I took that 440 and I rebuilt that 440 and I put it in my Roadrunner. And so this car, I ended up not getting rid of the car just in case I might have needed something off of the car. Just in case somebody was jealous and wanted to bash out, bust one of my windows or anything like that, I'd be able to take it off this car, trim, that kind of stuff. Because with the B bodies, you can basically use anything off any one of them and exchange it. The one thing that you can't exchange, for example, is on the Superbee and the Roadrunner, you can't exchange the fenders. You can't exchange the quarter panels. But the roof is still the same. The interior, all the structural stuff, everything from the frame rails to all of that is the same on these cars and the Charge. So I kept it just in case I decided for parts. I'm looking at it as a parts car. That's what I'm looking at it as. You know what I mean? I really wasn't looking at something that I could necessarily restore because of how, it's looking. It take a lot of money to restore these cars, whether you know it or not. These particular cars here, Mopars, are expensive. They're not like Camaros and Chevelles and some Ford products. These cars are highly expensive. And then in the case of this one, this is a Superbee. There's some stuff that they don't make for the Superbee or the Coronets. Like a Road Runner, you can find where you can get a reproduction fender. Superbee, there ain't no reproduction fender. You got to find you a whole nother body to get your fenders from. I want to say they make the hoods, but still, for the most part, you got to find a whole nother body. So, y'all already had to find a Superbee. Now you got to find another body. It really ain't that simple when it comes to building these cars, but they highly expensive. And so, good thing myself, workaholic, we know how to do the work. Because if I was taking this to somebody to do the work for me, unless one of y'all want to come by and deal with it, I wasn't finna restore this thing. But this is what I got in mind. And so, let's see what y'all think. This is what I got in mind when it comes to this Superbee. So I was already thinking about, man, you know what? I think I want to tackle it. Because you don't really see Superbees. If you go to a Mopar show, you'll see more Road Runners and Chargers than you'll see Superbees. I remember the last Mopar show I went to, I probably saw 2 Superbees. But I saw plenty of Road Runners. These cars, you don't even really see them as much because the Road Runner, man, he buzz out here in the country, man. But, the Road Runner it was a hit. And mainly a hit because it's named after a cartoon. And people really love them cars, so they sold a lot of them. Superbees, they sold like half of them. Then on top of that, the cars were so darn fast, and you got these young people with these cars, they wrecking them. So the numbers are dwindling. So you don't see them too often. And then, to me, 69 is the best year of the Superbee. Between 69 and 70, I'll take the 69, but it's the best year of the Superbee. So I'm already thinking about that and considering that. I'm like, yeah, it need a lot of work. Try and fix it. So I came and looked at it one time, but it was something I saw that really discouraged me. I said, I don't know about it. But still had the urge. So I want to say thank God for good people out there. It's a man that in Iowa, his name shall remain anonymous. I'm not going to put his name out there so y'all can be clamoring at his doorstep trying to get you some stuff. All right, he's doing this for me, which I really appreciate it. And I ain't taking it for granted, but he sent me some stuff for my Road Runner for Leroy. Whole flow pan, which is really what I need, but connected to the flow pan, as you may know if you restore these cars, connected to it is the firewall. And then you have the inner fenders and the frame rails and all of this stuff, right? So all of that is gone. The firewall need to be replaced on this car. The inner fenders need to be replaced because look, the car encountered the deer severely damaged it. So the inner fenders need to be replaced. The core support needs to be replaced. That's a lot of work. Frame rate, that's a lot of work. 1 is already expensive. 2, that's a lot of work. So I'm looking at that, I'm like, but the man kind enough, he's sending all of that. So I told him, I say, shoot, I'm sure we'll get another car that we can end up putting that on or whatever. And then I just went to thinking one night. I was like, man, I got that Superbee. I got to give that Superbee a real good head start. Even though we got rust everywhere, it's a true rust bucket. It'll give it a real good head start. So I'm like, So I'm thinking, I'm like, all right. Then he's sending me some real frame rails too. So I'm like, okay, just in case you need the real frame rails, okay. He's sending me some wheel wells. I'm like, okay, that'd be great for the B. All right. So, but yeah, we look at it. I mean, still got the seats and everything on the inside. Now, I was going to take these bucket seats and I was going to put them in the Road Runner. I was going to put them in Leroy, but I may end up, let's say I'm restoring this car, I may just end up keeping these in here and having them refurbished, restored, and just keep them in this car. If you look at the dash, some idiot Some idiot stole the instrument cluster, a Rally Dash instrument cluster out of here. So yeah, it's gonna need another one of them. But if you notice something else, the car came with AC. And there was one guy, he was like, man, you sure that dashboard came out of that car, man? Like, those cars didn't come with AC. I'm like, look, that's a real deal Superbee. It came with AC. Like, this car came with AC. It came with power steering. And these cars normally didn't come with that. These cars were relatively cheap. So everything was manual, but it had that. Now, of course, it don't have no power windows or nothing like that, but, you know, all in all, I mean, it comes with some features that most Superbees didn't come with. So that's intriguing to me. I wish I had the fender tag so I can know everything about the car, but I'm pretty sure that the paint, this is the original paint that came on the car, so it looked like it was a B5 blue Superbee. And then we can look at this other thing here. This one really got me when I saw the car. We went and we looked at it. It was in the middle of the night. Middle of the night. When we shined that light right there on that stripe, and I saw that Superbee, man, I about had a heart attack. I was like, man, it's a Superbee, man. Oh, stop. Then I find out who had it. Ended up getting the car. But check this out. I said all that to say, oh, and let me get this out the way. When I had mentioned that somebody had stole my instrument cluster at one time, folk were looking at the car and they were like, well, it looks like you don't care about it. I mean, look at it. Yeah, you got all the trees and the trees didn't grew through it and all that. Man, shut up. Like I'm telling y'all right now, I bought the car, and I'm sorry I was so aggressive with shut up. Hush. Just, I bought the car as a parts car. I wasn't thinking about no restoration. I mean, look at it. And I was young. I didn't see that. I'm focused on my road runner. You know what I mean? But yeah, trees and all that grew up. It wasn't like this at first. It's just over the course of time, all of this happened. And that tree over there that done fell, that's from Hurricane Helene. Helene done brought all hell with her. And I'm glad it didn't fall on the roof of the car, because the roof is actually, you know, structurally it's good. The things that's good with this car, the roof is good. The doors are actually good on this side and that side. All right, so it's like I said, all right, yeah, the bottom, yeah, that's done for. So all of that's gonna have to be redone. All of that is gonna have to be replaced. As a matter of fact, while I'm thinking about it, I pray a snake don't come out the blue. The woodworks. But you know what? What's funny is looking at the frame rails, it just look like a lot of surface rust. The frame rails really don't look that bad. Now, like I say, the man that was kind enough to send me everything that he's sending me frame rails as well. But you know, it don't even look too bad. So most likely, what I likely do is I will actually put this car on a rotisserie, so I can see everything on the bottom. All right, and you know, really get it right. Got to do some research. Got to find a donor for, you know, some fenders and that kind of stuff. Not a Superbee donor, cause I'm pretty sure a Superbee donor I find will probably be in better shape than this. But like a coronet photo or something like that, just to get the front off of it. But you know, really just bring it back right. So this is the case. I'm gonna share this with y'all, and then we're gonna go on and shut this thing down. But I got a young man. I ain't gonna say his name too tough. I ain't gonna put him on Front Street. But you know, he was in school. He just so happened not to finish. But he said he want to know how to work on cars. Don't go to trade school, that kind of stuff. So I'm wishing him the best, because trades is where the money is at. People be trying to look down on the plumbers and the people who do AC and all of that. All right, they making money. I finna have a plumber come to my house to unclog a freaking sink, and that's gonna call me $400. Oh no, stay where you at. I figured out. But anyway, but yeah, he said this is what he wanted to do. And so I was thinking about everything that was coming with the Superbee and rebuilding this car. So I told him, you know, I'm looking to start a club. I really want to start a club, a car club that's centered around these Mopars. And with a lot of the young men that really don't know too much about these cars, you know, educate them on them. And those who really want to be around cars, they really know what's going on with these. And we ain't just focusing on the cars that everybody want. Nah, we focus on these. Like, look, in my culture, us You know, black men, a lot of us don't really know these cars. Like, it's not young black men. The older black men know because these cars used to dust everything on the street, and we hear stories about them. But all in all, around my age and younger, we don't really know too much about these Mopars, so I want them to know. But then I also just had this vision that, you know, I take cars, and this would be a perfect candidate, taking the ones that's been forgotten about or like really just in rough shape, bringing them back, getting them back to rolling, having a young man to oversee the car, you know, drive the car. This would be our club. Young black men in these Mopars, dusting coyotes. But I told him, I said, hey, look, I got the Superbee. You help me build the Superbee. Yeah, it's still gonna be my car. It's a 69 Superbee. I ain't trying to get off of it too easy. We bring it back, but I told him, we build it, you oversee the car. You drive the car. Just don't be out there too crazy and you wreck it, and we have to do it again. You oversee the car, you drive the car. And he's, you know, a young one, so he love the Hellcats and all that stuff. So, you know, let's say that they come, that point come, it might end up being a Hellcat engine in a 69 Superbee. But I told him, I said, hey, you see it through? You see the vision all the way through? Help build a car all the way through? It's yours. You push it. He said, all right, so we gonna see. You gonna see him. He gonna be on video and all that. You know, you gonna get his name and everything, whatnot, you know. But we gonna see what he gonna do, man. But yeah, we gonna shoot our shot at the B. Cause I love Superbees, and ain't no telling, man. You know, like it's already Birdman Jenkins, Birdman Jenkins. Got the Road Runners, but hey, you know, we get us a B. You know, a whole club, man. We probably call it the Birds and the Bees or something, man. You know what I'm saying? The Birds and the Bees. Now, come here, son. Let me tell you about the Birds and the Bees, all right? With a twist. But, yeah, so we're going to see what's going to happen. We're going to see what we do. It's not nothing that I really want to put a whole bunch of my focus in off top because I'm still building Leroy. I don't want y'all thinking that I'm going to have 1,000,001 cars and ain't going to never get nothing finished. Nah, something that's going to get done. Leroy is going to be done. You best believe that. But the primary focus after Leroy, once that's done, we're going to focus on this B. The B ain't got a name yet. So if y'all want to throw some names out there like Buzz or something like that, you know how B Buzz or whatever, throw some names out there. And it's going to be a part of the whole, you know, Birdman Jenkins cast. And you know, and the young man whom I'm talking about, he could be the one that pull up in this when things get hectic and we just go ahead and just, you know, set the streets on fire with these Mopars and dust all of the coyotes. But yeah, but yeah, for sure though. But what y'all think, man? Y'all think we should try and bring it back? You think it's worth it? You think it's possible? I mean, look at it. Look at it. Yeah, it got trees around it and all that, you know, but, hey, I love to see things start from the bottom and come up. I love to see that. And I really believe this right here is going to be it, man. Like, I think it'll be nice. So, you know, you just let us know, man. You let us know what y'all think. I want to say my mind is made up. I was thinking about it, but I believe my mind made up. I really want to take on the task and the challenge because, I mean, look, man, it's a 1969 Superbee. Like, you don't really see them too often, and these are some fabulous vehicles. You hear me? These some nice cars, man. Like, for real. Like, if I was to take anything over Road Runner, it'll most definitely be a B. And then it's a 69 on top of that. So, hey, 2 69 Road Runners, Leroy Jenkins, and then a 69B. Woo, woo, woo. But, hey, we'll see in about 2 years. We're going to give it like 2 years, man. Not unless, you know, somebody is kind enough to sponsor your boy and send all the parts necessary to really bring this B back to its original glory. But we're gonna see what it is, man. But yeah, that's what it is. It's Birdman Jenkins. You know Birdman Jenkins do his thing. Birdman Jenkins don't play no games. Birdman Jenkins is around the hang. He ain't going nowhere. He right here. Believe that, baby, for sure. From the 69 Road Runners to the B in the future, we gonna do this thing real nice and proper like. You see what I'm saying? Appreciate you for joining the video. Appreciate you for subscribing. Appreciate you for liking and commenting and supporting. Boy, y'all all right with me, man. Birdman Jenkins up in this thing. I'm out of here. Hey, the B is in the future, baby. Oh, the B is coming. Bzzz, with the bird. You mean?